So one of the most commonly asked questions we get as coaches, and a big topic in the fitness industry nowadays, and you see it all over social media, is to ice our injuries, to ice our body, or not. So let's talk about it. So before we decide to ice or not ice, we need to ask ourselves a few questions. Circumstances, our training goals, and are there any injuries that are coming into play for us icing? So what are the circumstances of us using ice? Are we super sore from our workouts? Is there a significant injury like a sprain, a strain, a fracture, where some icing can really help with inflammation and swelling and pain in the early process of that? But if you are like most of us, where we're not really training for anything, we kind of just come into the gym to be big, strong, be great human beings, you might want to let your body's natural healing process take over. We want inflammation and a little bit of tissue damage when we are trying to build muscle. So when it comes to building muscle, like we talked about a few weeks ago, we want our body to adapt to new stimulus. When you start icing and doing certain things, you inhibit your body's natural healing response, so it doesn't really help us build a ton of muscle. So to wrap it all up, using ice is not a bad thing, especially if you're using it for an injury, if you have a competition coming on up where you need to get rid of a little bit of inflammation to help you maximize your efforts on that race day or competition day. Just remember, if you are using it for an injury, you don't want to use it for a super long period of time. You eventually want to be moving into a recovery